So last month we had the best smartphone under 30,000. You guys really liked that video? Thank you. And in that video, a lot of you guys asked for a camera comparison like Siddharth, Abhiram and lots of you. And why not? Because even brands are focusing more on cameras. Like if you see the recent launches, Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, 200 megapixel camera in the segment. Vivo V27, India's first wedding style portrait king. I mean, all of them focused on camera. But in reality, which is the best smartphone camera under 30,000? Well, we picked 4 of the best camera phones in that price range. The Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, Vivo V27, Google Pixel 6a and the Nothing Phone 1. And the results are unexpected. Like, we were surprised. This is gonna be a good video. Let's go. And to make this video simple for you guys, because not all of us take the same type of photos, we have divided the video into 7 practical photo scenarios and we'll have a winner by the end. Okay, so the number 1 category is skin tone. This should come out properly. Now, skin tone is very important, more so in India because we are a diverse nation with variety of skin tones. So we have Nothing on the left, followed by Pixel, Redmi and Vivo. And at first glance, the Redmi is slightly off, like Redmi has overexposed my face. Now let's zoom in. So see, Vivo has added this artificial sharpness. Nothing and Pixel are good, but if you see this picture, I would say Nothing has the best skin tone and overall a very good picture. Pixel is a close second. Redmi is just again over bright, overexposed. Vivo has boosted the color slightly. I look kind of yellow. Next up is portrait mode. And this mode is all about that background blur. And here's something interesting, like in Pixel, this is the view from the 1x main camera, but as soon as you switch to portrait mode, see the 1x camera is zoomed in, which results in this. Okay, see, we took this shot in cloudy sky and right out of the bat, all the smartphones do really good background blur, but Pixel's photo is not very wide, Nothing's photo looks pretty dull, Redmi's photo is decent and Vivo's photo looks slightly boosted. Now in this picture, I don't know what's happening with the Nothing Phone 1. Like my face is not exposed at all and we tried taking this picture multiple times. Weird. But I loved the Vivo shot. Like yes, it has slightly boosted colors, but if you show it to majority of the people, they would pick this photo. The blur in the grass in the foreground and the building in the background is spot on. And all of the products that we are talking about, most of them you will find below in the product tag. You can check them out. And next up is Ultrawide. And people usually click photos of landscape in this ultra-wide angle mode. So see this picture. I would say except for Nothing, all the other phones have taken decent pictures. Nothing's photo looks very dull and this photo was taken in bright sunlight. Pixel photo looks good, like the grass and all, it is almost as it looks like in real life. The Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus picture has a slight tint, nothing major, and literally nothing major. And in this picture, Vivo's photo looks the most social media ready. Now next up, the most important criteria which I believe is the benchmark for camera is HDR. This plan seems to be working out really well. Like generally, if a phone takes HDR photos well, then it should generally take other photos also well. And this is the scenario right now where the background is very bright. Now see on the Sony DSLR, I'll show you a demonstration. Now if we expose for the background, you can see my face is entirely dark, but you can see the sky. But now if I change the settings to brighten my face, you can see now the sky is blown out. So see, against the sun, this is the shot. And it is very difficult to properly expose the background and my face at the same time. Nothing's picture looks very dark and even the sun is overexposed. Redmi's picture is good, but it has artificially brightened my face. So you see there is a halo effect all around me. Vivo's picture is a good balance, but I loved the Pixel 6a's photo here. Or see this shot of our shoes. If I zoom in a bit, Pixel's HDR is the best. Like the crease and dirt in my shoe is visibly the best, which reminds me I need to clean my shoe. And next up we have low light photos. And let me show you something interesting. Okay, so this is our studio and hold on. Alexa, turn off studio lights. And now it is dark. And now this is a very challenging situation for a phone to take photos. Okay, so see here, and it's funny. It looks like we have just taken one photo and from the left to right, we have just increased the brightness. Anyways, I'll give this point to Vivo. Like if you look at the photo, it is the most brightest and it's not just bright. Even if you zoom in, it has all the details. And even in the next photo, the Nothing photo looks dull. The Pixel and Redmi are bright, but if you zoom in, there is not enough details. And Vivo consistently has the brightest shot and has the more details. So for low light, I'll go with Vivo V27. Now moving on to selfies. or the front camera. Nothing's photo looks washed off, Redmi's picture is extra bright, and Pixel and Vivo are very close, but if you zoom in, I would prefer Vivo's picture. It looks more eye-pleasing. Same goes for this image. See, we took this against the sun, and again, in Nothing's picture, there is a halo around my face, and in Redmi, well, the exposure is totally off. Pixel's photo looks again more artistic with the flare and all, but I prefer the Vivo one since it has proper HDR, like the sun and my face, they are properly exposed. And the final category is videos. Now all the phones can do 4K 30 FPS, and I would say color, exposure and all of that, all the phones are good. However, I would say nothing is the best. Like the stabilization, just have a look, it's so smooth. And the Pixel and the Vivo were a close second. However, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, if you see in the middle, there is a lot of jitteriness, like it is doing that EIS too strong. And if you flip the camera, the story also gets flipped. Like the Nothing's video quality isn't that good, the colors and white balance all are off. Same is with Redmi, it's not that good. The Pixel has that natural color tone and looks good. But Vivo is on another level. Like it is the only phone that can do 4K 30 FPS from the front camera as well. And have a look when the sun is behind my head, the HDR, the colors and all of it looks really good. I mean, 4K in front camera is... Yeah, that was a pretty eye-opening video. So what's the conclusion? Which is the best smartphone camera under 30,000? Well, in my opinion, the Vivo V27 really impressed me. Like, the photos are slightly social media ready, but Vivo has put a lot of focus on the main camera and the selfie camera, and that shows. So if you just want a camera phone with a good display, I would say the Vivo V27 is a good phone. But if you prefer more natural color photos and you want that stock Android experience, I would say Pixel 6a is a good camera phone. It was the most consistent in this entire list. And across all these photos, one thing that we have seen is the Redmi Note 12 Pro is consistently over bright, and that was a bit of surprise because it has that 200 megapixel camera. So maybe Redmi can more work on the software image processing on that part. And on that note, this is Pradeep signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.